It's time now for the Matt Mumme Air Raid, brought to you in part by LaGrange Toyota. Now live to the Idle Hour Pub with Jack Mormon and LaGrange College head coach Matt Mumme.
Gentlemen, and welcome to the Matt Mumme Air Raid Football Show. I'm Jack Mormon. Matt Mumme's here to my right. If you're watching us on the live stream, you see we're not actually at the Idle Hour tonight. We've moved over to the studios of WLAG tonight just to kind of have a little home time, kind of relax, because it's been an off week for y'all, Coach. Y'all didn't play this past weekend. You got to take it easy. The guys got to go home and see the family, and I'm sure they appreciated that little bit of time off right before they get into conference play.
Yeah, we all took a break. My little sister and her husband and their little 2-year-old came down, and so my wife and I spent the whole weekend with them, and I asked pretty much all our guys, and I think just about every single one of them went home, wherever home may be for them, and definitely got away and had a great break. I told them Thursday morning we had an early morning practice, and so I told them after Wednesday's practice, I said, look, if everybody's on time in the morning at 5:30 a.m., all 127 of y'all, plus coaches, plus staff, if everybody is on time and we have a good practice, I'll give you Friday and Saturday off, and that's what happened.
Wow, so the whole gang, even your staff, all showed up at 5:30.
Oh, yeah, everybody was on time. So it was, and part of it was, I said, now I hope we stay this focused, moving forward into another game week, so.
Now, did you actually have to have coffee in the water bottles to get everybody going that morning, or?
No, the nice thing, the nice thing about getting them up is you get them up and get them ready, and then you make sure you ship them off to those 8 o'clock classes and be on time and get their minds right to get their grades right. And our first round of grade reports came out last week, and that's been a pleasant surprise. We've got a lot of guys that are high up there. Of course, there's always a few in there that have to do some extra work to try and figure out where they've made some mistakes. But all in all, we've been happy.
That's excellent. Yeah, well, with 127 guys, I mean, you're going to have the gamut of different guys that some are just there just knocking it out. And some are like, don't have to go to the 8 o'clock class. That's awful early.
Yeah, my point is like, hey, if you miss one of my meetings, do you think I'm going to be mad? And they all nod their heads yes. And I'm like, well, if you miss a professor's class, you think they're going to be mad? And, of course, they nod their heads. So I'm like, hey, let's get this right. Well,
and it's double duty for them because the professor's going to be mad, and then the professor's going to call you and say, hey, you missed my class.
Without a doubt.
We're going to take our first break. We're going to be talking more LaGrange College Panther football right here on Eagle Sports.
When you choose a dentist, you want to know that you made the right decision. So where do you start? Go to BellDentalCenter.com. That's the right way to begin to know Dr. Bell and his staff. And then drop in at 106 Corporate Plaza Drive in LaGrange and visit with the staff. And you'll know that this is the right place for you and your family. Bell Dental Center offers comprehensive dentistry with an emphasis on aesthetics, restorative treatments, mini dental implants, root canal therapy, sedation dentistry, as well as Botox and Juvederm treatments. Bell Dental Center. Visit their website at BellDentalCenter.com.
I don't know about you ladies, but I love to keep my car clean. The only problem is my schedule. I just don't have time to wash it myself. But I have found the place to go. The LaGrange Car Wash on Vernon Street in LaGrange. They have great prices, and I always feel comfortable there. They do an amazing job. And if that's not enough to get you to give them a try, they also get you in and out in no time. LaGrange Car Wash on Vernon Street in LaGrange. Open 8:30 to 6, Monday through Saturday. Just look for the giant gorilla at the LaGrange Car Wash.
Where can you be encouraged to make your own discoveries? Where can you be challenged to achieve the impossible by professors who know you by name? Our graduates have earned Emmy and Grammy nominations, successfully negotiated major business deals, and been inspired to teach and serve where they're needed most. Experience a transforming education at LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions. Learn more at lagrange.edu/transform.
Don't you buy no ugly shirt now.
That's right. To get a good-looking shirt just got a lot easier at Mud Creek Graphics because the creek has risen to downtown LaGrange across from Ideal Cleaners. Mud Creek Graphics' new location is perfect for you to come in and pick out your good-looking shirt and have whatever you want printed on it. So, go with the flow and come visit us at Mud Creek Graphics, 211 Greenville Street in LaGrange, right behind CVS. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at Mud Creek Graphics.
Now back to the Matt Mumme Air Raid with Jack Mormon and LaGrange College head coach Matt Mumme.
Welcome back to the Matt Mumme Air Raid Football Show. We're talking about LaGrange College Panther football, and don't really have a lot to talk about this past week because the guys were off and had a chance to relax and also heal a bit. The coach, because a lot of guys are kind of banged up after the first 3 games, especially the last game that we played against Ave Maria, and it's probably nice for those guys to have a little time to let some of those injuries heal up and get stronger. Yeah,
there were several guys that didn't get a lot of practice last week, and Connor Blair was actually one of them, and I'm not going to mention any of the other guys, but, most of them just had an opportunity to kind of rest. And it was a great opportunity for the younger guys to get some reps and get out there and show us what they can do and try to keep bringing them along and getting them ready for the next JV game, which is in a couple of weeks against Huntington, and just giving them an opportunity to get out there and get reps.
Now, how did you plan that? How did you get it so that you had your 3 non-conference games, a break, and then jump into conference play? Was that planned well?
Well, Christopher Newport leaving the conference last year put a void in everybody's schedule this year, so everybody filled it with a non-conference game up front. And so basically what happened was Miss Rita Wiggs, the conference commissioner, basically said it's going to be either week 3 or week 4 that all the off weeks are going to fall on. And so what ended up happening was pretty much all of us were off this past week except for Huntington, and they played Belhaven. So now we'll all be back on, and conference is going to start, and now it's a 7-game road to the end.
Well, and it works well, I think, to get the guys focused. And you and I talked a little bit before that we went on the air that we've had three losses, and we were right in every ball game, right up to the end. In fact, beyond the end, into overtime in some cases. But those really don't matter. They're gone behind us, and really it's looking forward to the conference play, and that was what's important.
Right, and that's why I just keep telling the players is like I think. We've obviously all been heartbroken and upset because, we're 0-3, and I think we all definitely believe we could very easily have been a 3-0 team or a 2-1 team. But, that's just how it falls, and sometimes, they don't go your way. But, the important thing was like, guys, hey, it's a clean slate now. It's, there's a lot of teams in the conference that are 0-3. Maryville's the only team that's undefeated at 3-0 on the top. So, it's still anybody's game, and you just got to play week to week and try and go out and do your best.
As you think back about those 3, I know that there's one in my mind that is probably more painful than the other. Which one of the 3 really kind of gets you when you sit and think about it at night?
Well, it's still hard for me because I think all 3 of them, in a variety of ways. The first game, I think because we had such a big lead and our kids did play so well for the most part, especially on defense the whole way through, but offensively, we really had a really good outing in the first half, and I take all the blame for the first one. I made a couple of bad calls in the second half, and may have been a little too aggressive. More so, like my dad, I was writing it down today to remind myself. Sometimes, when you're up by 14 points, you need to take a page out of somebody's book and just run the ball. But I told our AD Jennifer Clayberg, I said I'm not going to stop being aggressive, and I don't want our team to stop being aggressive. And so I feel like had we scored, everybody would have been like, well, he's brilliant. They went up by 21 points.
The one hop still haunts me.
Right. So. I grew there. I learned a lot as a head coach, now in year 2.5, and so I take that forward with me. I'll probably never forget it, the rest of my life. The Berry game, Coach K has done a tremendous job with that program, but, I feel like the referees definitely took one away from us. And then I thought we played really good against the scholarship program in week 3 and definitely, we had a chance to win.
Well, and that's one of those, if 5 more minutes in the ball game, I think would have made a huge difference. Just
without doubt.
5 more minutes, and I think that we would have come back and won that ball game.
Without a doubt. The guys' effort all the way through in the last 3 weeks, it's been there, and I think the talent is there, and I think we are a better ball club than we were, last year and 2 years ago, but we're still growing. Defense, we're seeing some upperclassmen make some plays and some young guys make some plays, and defense has kind of got a hot hand right now, and hopefully that'll continue for them. And offensively, we just kind of looked around today at practice, and we're like, man, we're just so young, and we're relying on so many young guys to make plays, and we're looking to them. A lot of these guys are sophomores and some cases freshmen, and we're looking for them to step up and kind of be leaders right now, and they're not really ready to be in that role.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to look ahead to our ball game coming up next week, actually this week, as the coach and the gang will be leaving on Friday night to head up north to Virginia. We'll talk more about that when we come back right here on the Matt Mumme Air Raid Football Show on Eagle Sports.
you look on your campus, some event is happening, and that's the way you want it. But keeping your active campus clean and looking its best isn't easy. Nonetheless, National makes it look easy. Low staff turnover and a commitment to excellence allow National to ensure your campus from top to bottom, inside and out, is always perfect and spotless. Parents and students alike give us a 4.0, and we settle for nothing less. You'll like having National on the job.
Visit us at teamnational.com to see what National can do for you.
Mention LaGrange College and the word one pops up a lot. Like the student-faculty ratio is 11 to 1. That means plenty of one-on-one time with professors. Our students work for number one companies, earn Emmy and Grammy nominations, and they give back to their communities, which is wonderful. We are LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions. One visit, and you'll see why. LaGrange.edu/journey.
Good cheer, good friends can be found at Idle Hour Pub, located at 124 Bull Street, downtown LaGrange. Idle Hour Pub has been a part of our community in LaGrange since 1980, making sure you have a fun, safe place to meet with friends and enjoy an authentic Irish pub. So make your way to Idle Hour Pub and enjoy a great meal, a relaxing beverage, and great people. So like Idle Hour Pub on Facebook or come join us at 124 Bull Street in downtown LaGrange.
Welcome to Racetrack.
I am a very important food critic.
Are you here to review our chef's fresh sandwiches?
Yes, and they better be good. I have shut restaurants down with a single unfavorable tweet. Fresh turkey. Ripe tomato.
Tasty, right?
I'm the critic. I'll tell you if it's tasty. Oh, it's tasty. Hit me again, as they say.
Racetrack's fresh and delicious lunch. Restaurant quality, Racetrack convenience.
Atlanta's own Racetrack.
You're listening to the Matt Mumme Air Raid with Jack Mormon and LaGrange College head coach Matt Mumme.
Welcome back to the Matt Mumme Air Raid football show. We're talking about the LaGrange College football. And, Coach, you've had a chance to everybody rest, and you jumped back into practice this week. And it's been a wet one for y'all out there. Raining just about every day this week so far.
Yeah, it has. I got to send a shout-out to Keith Williams and Parks and Rec for allowing us to pretty much get in the stadium every day this week. And I know there were supposed to be some rec games. You know, the little kids were supposed to get out there and mix it up at 6 p.m., but they've had to cancel the last 2 days because of weather. And so we've been able to get out there and get some work on the field instead of having to be on our grass field, which is tough when it rains that much because it gets really soft and makes it hard for our guys to get footing. But you know, the rain has been good for us. We haven't had to really practice in the rain yet, even though we've had a tremendous amount of rain. Even in camp, we still we worked around it. But it's looking like we've got a tropical storm heading up the East Coast, and the weatherman at this current point in time is calling for 100% chance of rain on Saturday. So I'm kind of hoping he's wrong, but you know, from what I'm seeing, you know, on the weather maps, it looks like we're going to have a good shot of getting wet.
Well, you know, we're talking in the break that y'all have run the ball so much more effectively over the past couple of ball games, rolling some different guys in and out in the backfield, and I think that's really going to be a big factor going against this Averett team, who has given up almost 400 yards on the season.
Yeah, you know, I think, you know, our game plan is pretty much set like we usually are. I mean, we're going to have designed runs, we're going to have designed pass plays, and I just told our offense the day after practice, you know, we had a few drops in the rain, and I said, guys, look, I said, we are who we are. You know, we're not going to change because tropical storm whatever decides it wants to rain on our parade. I mean, we're going to throw the ball, and Connor had a really good day throwing the ball in the rain. It was just our receivers had a hard time catching it. And so, you know, I told him, I said, look, it's a mind game. It's a mental thing. You can't let it seep into your mind that, hey, it's any different than just a normal day. Just go out and catch a ball and use your body if you got to do it, and let's get it done. So it was good that it happened today. I kind of, you know, I'm hoping and praying that we get a little more rain tomorrow. Maybe we'll get another chance to get in it and practice.
Well, you mentioned Connor, and I tend to watch the ball game through binoculars. I'm kind of focused on different things as watching. He has some of the softest hands in catching the ball from his center that I've ever seen in the quarterback. They're not stiff. They're very relaxed. He's able to take the ball and spin it to where he wants it to. It just has very sure hands as he takes that ball in.
Yeah, and he's got big hands. You know, I mean, he's a big kid. He's 6'3", almost 6'4", and you know, he's weighing 210, 215. He's got really big hands. And you know, Coach Beach, who was his high school coach, who I played with at Valdosta State, said that, you know, Connor as a freshman was their best receiver. And then he became a quarterback for him and started 3 years as a quarterback. So, he's sure-handed for sure. When he's back there, and we know we've rotated out a couple of centers, and one center rockets it back, and the other center tends to just toss it back. So, definitely keeping Connor on his toes there.
I played center in high school, and a lot of times I'm watching that position, and I'm like, oh, man, come on, you got to zip it back there to him. You got to get it there. Because that's always a frightening moment when that ball is just kind of loft in there. But tell you what, credit your line. He really hasn't had a lot of guys on him. The pocket's been there for him. He's able to step up. Doesn't really move outside the pocket. He just kind of sits in there and steps up when he needs to and releases the ball. We really hadn't been hit or knocked down more than, 5-10 times?
Yeah, Coach Cunningham, our new offensive line coach who came from UCA, has done a tremendous job. In the first 2 games, we only gave up 1 sack. Mm-hmm. Now, Ave Maria got after us pretty good, and that was more so because they tried to heat us up. They blitzed a lot, and then they sent some 6-man pressures, which we hadn't been used to. And so, we definitely saw Connor more rushed in this last game. But now we took advantage of some of those opportunities.
The screen was really nice.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, when you bring that many guys in, you got to be aware that we're just going to dump it down the field and head on down. Let's go ahead and take another break. When we come back, we're going to look ahead to the rest of the season, talk more about what's going on at LaGrange College and some other areas. But right now, you're listening to the Matt Mumme Air Raid Football Show right here on Eagle Sports.
When you choose a dentist, you want to know that you made the right decision. So where do you start? Go to BellDentalCenter.com. That's the right way to begin to know Dr. Bell and his staff. And then drop in at 106 Corporate Plaza Drive in LaGrange and visit with the staff. And you'll know that this is the right place for you and your family. Bell Dental Center offers comprehensive dentistry with an emphasis on aesthetics, restorative treatments, mini dental implants, root canal therapy, sedation dentistry, as well as Botox and Juvederm treatments. Bell Dental Center. Visit their website at BellDentalCenter.com.
I don't know about you ladies, but I love to keep my car clean. The only problem is my schedule. I just don't have time to wash it myself. But I have found the place to go. The LaGrange Car Wash on Vernon Street in LaGrange. They have great prices, and I always feel comfortable there. They do an amazing job. And if that's not enough to get you to give them a try, they also get you in and out in no time. LaGrange Car Wash on Vernon Street in LaGrange. Open 8:30 to 6, Monday through Saturday. Just look for the giant gorilla at the LaGrange Car Wash.
Welcome to Racetrack.
I am a very important food critic.
Are you here to review our chef's fresh sandwiches?
Yes, and they better be good. I have shut restaurants down with a single unfavorable tweet. Fresh turkey. Ripe tomato.
Tasty, right?
I'm the critic. I'll tell you if it's tasty. Oh, it's tasty. Hit me again, as they say.
Racetrack's fresh and delicious lunch. Restaurant quality, Racetrack convenience.
Atlanta's own Racetrack.
Students at LaGrange College travel to places like London, Tokyo, and the jungles of Costa Rica through our Study Away commitment. First-year freshmen are provided a voucher worth up to $2,500 for an off-campus travel experience their junior or senior year. Attend college close to home and still see the world at LaGrange College. Learn more at lagrange.edu/transform.
Now back to the Matt Mumme Air Raid with Jack Mormon and LaGrange College head coach Matt Mumme.
Welcome back to the Matt Mumme Air Raid Football Show. We're talking about LaGrange College football. We'll be taking on Averett coming up this weekend. If you want to take the trip, it's up in Danville, Virginia, and it's a 5 o'clock start, so they can start off in the morning and make their way up there if they want to.
Yeah, they actually can, and Coach Adams had called me, and usually they leave it up to the home team to just set the time, and USA South is kind of like to see the further games away be a little bit earlier in the day. He asked me how I felt. I was like, look, we're going to play regardless of what the time is. I'm not going to worry about that. And so they set it at 5 o'clock. They've done some new stuff to their stadium, so I'm sure they're probably going to try and show that off to some of their fans. Sure. But, Coach Adams has done a good job with Averett since he's been there. This is his second year as head coach, and they're a dangerous bunch. We're definitely going to have our hands full with them, and last year we had our hands full with them, and we're able to come back and beat them, at the end, and And so now we got to travel up there and try and take care of business.
And looking at the series, this is the third time we've played them. Twice at home at Callaway Stadium. This will be our second time playing up in Danville. We lost to them back in 2012, one in 2013, and one in 2014. So it'd be nice to go ahead and continue that streak of winning against them. I think 30-29 last year.
Yeah, and we fell behind by a lot last year. We turned the ball over, and what I keep telling our offense is guys, all we got to do is stop turning the ball over, because last year it plagued us a little bit, but we were an older team, so we overcame them. This year we haven't really been able to overcome them, and our defense is doing a great job of getting the ball back for us. So I think we've turned it over 8 times, and they've created 9 turnovers. Okay. So we're actually +1. In that regards, but in the situations that we did turn it over, those were all opportunities where we probably could have sealed the deal in the games we've already had.
It gave some short fields to the other team too, in some instances where you're looking at 40 yards instead of running the field. But I think you think about the punting game and the quick kick game. I mean, your quarterback becomes the special teams player of the week a couple of weeks ago. But you've been able to flip the field with your special teams as well.
Yeah, we have. We're doing a good job there, and for a lot of people don't realize in Division III, you don't have a special teams coordinator. You just got each guy trying to do one, take care of a unit and get the job done. So, the good news is special teams has not hurt us, consistently in games. We've got to try and be a little bit better at field goal kicking than we've been. But, that's just really one thing for me is just, I tell fans out there is expect me to go for 2 more and expect me to go for it on 4th down a little bit more.
Well, it is an integral part of the ballgame. Now, real quick, something that I'm curious about. As you're getting ready, y'all will leave on Friday to head up there?
Yeah, we will. So we'll leave at noon on Friday. It'll be about a 6-hour bus trip for us up to Greensboro, which is where we're going to stay. I typically don't like going into the town and staying where the school is. I don't really want to see what all they've got going on and all that. I want our guys to stay focused, and so we're going to stay in Greensboro, which is about an hour out from Danville.
What percentage of the team do you take with you? Take half the guys, all the guys?
Yeah, we're going to carry 65 this week. Okay. So we've got 127 players on the team, so we're probably a little bit under half. And that's just the best way to do it. I mean, we're at 2 buses, and we're loaded down with coaches and equipment staff and training staff and all that. So, we're pretty much out of room unless we just get another bus and try and bring more guys. But I think we can get it done with 65.
As long as y'all can, carve a little spot for my radio partner Bill Bailey. Let him have a little spot on the front of the bus.
Yeah, we've got Bill taken care of. He'll be in good shape. So
that's good. We're going to take one more break. When we come back, we'll close things out here on the Matt Mumme Air Raid Football Show on Eagle Sports.
For the first time ever at LaGrange Toyota, get 0% financing for 72 months on any new Camry in stock. You heard that right. 0% financing for 72 months on any new Camry. Right now at LaGrange Toyota. That's 0% financing for 6 full years on any new Camry. Hurry to the Toyota annual clearance event and get 0% financing for 72 months. Plus tires for life on any new Camry at LaGrange Toyota.
With approved credit, see dealer for details.
Everywhere you look on your campus, some event is happening, and that's the way you want it. But keeping your active campus clean and looking its best isn't easy. Nonetheless, National makes it look easy. Low staff turnover and a commitment to excellence allow National to ensure your campus from top to bottom, inside and out, is always perfect and spotless. Parents and students alike give us a 4.0, and we settle for nothing less. You'll like having National on the job.
Visit us at teamnational.com to see what National can do for you.
I don't know about you ladies, but I love to keep my car clean. The only problem is my schedule. I just don't have time to wash it myself. But I have found the place to go. The LaGrange Car Wash on Vernon Street in LaGrange. They have great prices, and I always feel comfortable there. They do an amazing job. And if that's not enough to get you to give them a try, they also get you in and out in no time. LaGrange Car Wash on Vernon Street in LaGrange. Open 8:30 to 6, Monday through Saturday. Just look for the giant gorilla at the LaGrange Car Wash.
When you choose a dentist, you want to know that you made the right decision. So where do you start? Go to BellDentalCenter.com. That's the right way to begin to know Dr. Bell and his staff. And then drop in at 106 Corporate Plaza Drive in LaGrange and visit with the staff. And you'll know that this is the right place for you and your family. Bell Dental Center offers comprehensive dentistry with an emphasis on aesthetics, restorative treatments, mini dental implants, root canal therapy, sedation dentistry, as well as Botox and Juvederm treatments. Bell Dental Center. Visit their website at BellDentalCenter.com.
Students at LaGrange College travel to places like London, Tokyo, and the jungles of Costa Rica through our Study Away commitment. First-year freshmen are provided a voucher worth up to $2,500 for an off-campus travel experience their junior or senior year. Attend college close to home and still see the world at LaGrange College. Learn more at lagrange.edu/transform.
Now back to the Matt Mumme Air Raid with Jack Mormon and LaGrange College head coach Matt Mumme.
Of course, as we're getting ready to close things out on our show this week, I want to kind of think about the conference, and we've got the Averett coming up, but then we've kind of walked through the rest of the season. We got Greensboro after that. That's back at Callaway Stadium. And I really want to encourage folks that might be listening, even if you're not necessarily that close, because this signal's going out to a lot of folks. It'd be great to have a whole lot of folks come into that Greensboro game, because it is so much fun to have a great atmosphere. The band has added so much more to it. I think that the cheerleaders, of course, my daughter's one of the cheerleaders. I love what they do. Just to increase that atmosphere, to get bigger and bigger, I think that's just going to set the guys in a really positive spot.
Yeah, and I think it would excite our guys a little more. I mean, right now, I looked at it this morning, we're actually third in the conference in attendance. So, and we're right there at being number 2. Maryville's done a good job, so it'd probably be hard for us to overtake the number 1 spot. But, we could stay around that 2,800, 2,900 attendance, which is where we've been at. It'd be great, because, it means a lot to our guys. These guys work hard, and, I constantly talk about, obviously you see the Auburns and the Georgias and stuff like that, but your guys, it's the entertainment business. These guys want to entertain.
Well, they do. They want to be a part of that. And, I've had a chance to go out to some of the tailgates. We're getting creative out there with the tailgates. There is actually, folks, you need to go see this. There's a renovated hearse. They've turned into a party wagon out there. That's got, they open it up. It's got like a grill in places, and things open up to serve some Cokes and stuff. So it's a really neat little party barge they've got out there.
Well, that's really cool. I want to go take part in that. I'm going to tell them to come some other time.
We'll pull up in the back end zone side and let them be a part of the whole thing. Of course, they've had some great tailgates with the president had a tailgate, I think, this past week, actually 2 weeks ago. So again, more fun, more making it a game day experience, just like you'd experience if you're at an Auburn or Georgia or something like that.
Right.
Well, and a lot of folks, I guess, maybe have not been to those things, and you can kind of get a taste of it by coming to a LaGrange College football game and see what it's like to be at that college atmosphere, these young, excited kids, and the energy that college kids have about what they do. Their passion is pretty powerful to be around.
No, I think the fans have done a great job, and hats off to Dr. McAlexander for starting the band this year, and Josh Roberts, who's the band director, has done a good job of getting 20 to 25 folks together that are out there, and
plus they didn't really start till I think May,
right? And then just out there making noise, and so it does help the environment, and it helps get our guys jacked up.
Well, we do appreciate what you do to get them jacked up, Coach, and we know that they're going to be ready coming up this weekend as they're going to travel up to Virginia to take on Averett. We're going to close things out. We thank you for listening to us here on the Matt Mumme Air Raid Football Show, and we'll see you next week on the radio.
Thanks for listening to the Matt Mumme Air Raid live from the Idle Hour Pub with Jack Mormon and LaGrange College head coach Matt Mumme. The Matt Mumme Air Raid was brought to you in part by LaGrange Toyota.
first time ever at LaGrange Toyota. Get 0% financing for 72 months on any new Camry in stock. You heard that right. 0% financing for 72 months on any new Camry. Right now at LaGrange Toyota. That's 0% financing for 6 full years on any new Camry. Hurry to the Toyota annual clearance event and get 0% financing for 72 months. Plus tires for life on any new Camry at LaGrange Toyota.
With approved credit, see dealer for details.
Want you to know that the mothership has landed.
It's DA on CBS Sports Radio.
DA, what's going on? First thing first, I am in need of a trip, so permission to board that sweet mothership.
Put a glide in your stride and a dip in your hip and come on down to the mothership.
DA, greetings from Canada. Permission to board. How we doing, DA? Permission to board that big old mother thing. What's up, my brother? I'm doing good. It's been a while since I called, but I want permission to come aboard the mothership.
Asking permission to join a sports talk spaceship? Well, we're all a little crazy. The mothership has connected.
Permission to go to the second floor.
Me and my dog Elvis, we got to get on that ship. I was at the Department of Flying Vehicles.
Permission to board the ship. Permission to come aboard the mother.